In the deep darkness, where reality and fantasy merge into one, do you dare to enter the unknown world? So let's get to the stories.
I am going straight to the incident. I had the incident from my father. I was very young then. When the incident happened, my father was a very religious man. He used to pray late night along with prayers every day. And he used to step up all night reading the Quran. One day my father was reading the Quran. Suddenly he felt that the whole room was filled with the smell of beautiful perfume. The smell of perfume was gradually becoming very strong. Suddenly the electricity went out and he was busy reciting by light candles. Then he heard the door opening and turned around and saw a girl wearing white clothes coming in. The girl looked very beautiful. The girl sat next to her father's prayer mat and told him that she liked his voice very much. Seeing the girl, her father was very scared and he ran in the next room and come to my grandmother and fainted. That night, her father did not praying. He spent the night sleeping next to her grandmother. From then on, her father used to reciting the Quran. The girl would become every day. As the result, the father would get very scared. As a result, the grandmother took the father to a monk. The searcher had a jinn, thought the jinn of the master could find out that the girl who come was from the fiery community. She liked her father, she liked the restriction of the Quran by the father, but she would not to do any harm. The master told this grandmother that they would get her father married, which was the only thing we could think of. Her father was married. The story after the marriage of different. There was a big earthen bank in our room. The type of a jackpot. It almost made the sound of money beginning drop into the bank. This made my father is a little worried. There was even a crunching sound coming from under the bed, which made my father get out of bed and check to see what was under it. He peeked under the bed and saw a girl sitting her looking my father, and there was a make on her hand. As soon as the father was it, he got very scared and the girl threw the snake at him. The snake beat his heart. Later the father, whose body turned blue and a witch doctor was called there to remove the snake venom. The witch doctor gave the father an amulet. One day he went a breath in the pond. The amulet on this hand fell off. He noticed this when he got home that night. As my father lay down after dinnering and fell into a sleep, he noticed a woman in the wreck floating in the air right above my father's face. As soon as the woman saw this, she grabbed my father by the throat. My father was sleeping at that time. This sound woke me up. As soon as my mother pushed my father, it disappeared the next day. I woke up and told my grandmother about it. Grandma told her father, if the girl actually say you have a wife and a family, you don't want to go with her. Let go her. Our grandma house had a big garden and the afternoon bed went to the garden. It was the fruiting season, then going to towards the garden. He could from the sea after inside from the distance. A girl dressed in white was floating in the wind. Going to her father, the girl said to him, I want to take you to our country. Then a father told the girl that he had a family and a wife and she should leave him. As a result, Mitty got very angry and hit her father heard. There her father lost consciousness, unable to find her father. Her uncles went to the garden and saw the father laying on the garden and quaked her. That day, the father was taken to the elder Huzur in the grandma house area. The Huzur saw the father and sat on the seat and said the girl liked her father very much and she went to take her father. Due to which when the father gets married, she comes to know about it. Then she harmed in the father in various ways. He even threw the snake under the bed at his father that day intending to kill him. The master said that they could get rid of it with the amulet and this badge. For this, Huzur mixed rose water with her water of the 7 ghosts and write a talisman on the snake of an animal and told him use to well. Later, father used those things. Nothing happened after that. It is a bonus story, so let's go. I am going to share the incident. It happened with my mother, and the incident happened under 1984. My father's mother had just married. After a few days, my grandfather and I started having problems because there was many children in our family. There were frequent fights over small matter. Then my father decided that the would no longer live in my grandfather. He would build a house somewhere else and live there. Father brought some part of the brush from this uncle. He cut down all the trees and built a hut there. In the middle of my garden, there was only one house. That is, there were no house around this. Thing went to wheel for a while. After that, the problems started. At that time, we don't not have electricity here. Electricity was only one way to light a house or a house, and in those days, people could understand by looking at the stars in the sky. After finishing the all daily chores, my parents went to sleep. One day, my mother saw me in a dream. A black horse came galloping on the wind from the west. The horse stopped in front of my hut. A tall, huge man get off the horse. He came and angrily passed his foot on my mother's neck, holding the heart tightly. My father started to struggle in her dream to survive. In reality, he kept on doing the same thing. He woke up and again he woke up his mother by pushing her. This continued every day. Finally, one day my father get fed up and started the dream with my parents. At that time, he would stay wake up for part of the night to seeing it is really a dream or something paranormal. One day my father was awake at night. He heard the horse running in front of our house, making a loud noise. Then my father understood the matter, but what to do? He could not think of solution. One day my mother's brother-in-law come to visit the house. He know the words of visibility. My father shared to the dream that what happened with his brother-in-law. Then his cousin he told him a way. Said it was very terrible. And a very old man will not benefit from overdoing it. You can do one thing at 3 o'clock in morning, take a bath, sit in a wet cloth and started a little distant away. Sit on a sweet cloth and started in little distant away and replaced with him loudly. You are my brother and religion. I have not harmed you. Please do not harm me. Please forgive me. If I made many mistakes, that's how my mother acted. It's been a long time since she saw this dream or the horse again. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more story. Thank you.